Cal, 3 points against Radcliffe. That was just the reaction we needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, really, really important that we got off and running. Very disappointed with the start to the season around results. To have got off the mark, it can be difficult, and I think we've shown that in recent years that it is difficult. Those opening day fixtures have been difficult, and getting the point return that you might want. The games can be really challenging. I was okay with where we were at Saturday performance-wise. Frustrated that we haven't scored. I feel like we played an away game at the side with the best home record in the division in the calendar year in Spennymoor, and then a side that have lost the last 2 playoff finals and are always at the right end of the league. So it does probably put a little bit of pressure then on to put a performance, but was very, very pleased. Thought there was some real pleasing aspects. You can see different things about what we've been out of possession. Certainly here wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, and we were able to do that. Easier to do it tonight against the side that really want to play and really want to attack than a Brackley side that want to kick the ball up in the air in a hope that you head it out for a throw-in. So different styles meant we had a little bit more success with that. And I thought we had some chances and maybe could have scored a third. So very pleased, first and foremost, for the players. Secondly, delighted for the supporters. They didn't need to back us the way they did tonight on the back of some disappointing results. And I'm well aware that there'll be frustration because of how last season ends and how this season starts. I just feel like it's a new group, and certainly the players need to be given the opportunity to sort of build their own reputation and have their own form, rather than certainly for the new players. That doesn't necessarily apply to me, and I understand that. I get that's sort of the role of the football manager, but I thought they were tremendous for the backing for the players and the way they received them. And that's the only reason I sort of didn't take part in that at the end of I'm well aware that I want us to have more to celebrate, not winning 1 in 3 or however many if you count the back end of last season. So my focus is on the next game. Very, very pleased, like I say, first and foremost for the players, and secondly for those supporters, because they didn't need to back us the way that they did tonight. So I'm very, very pleased that they go on happy.
And after missing Declan Weeks for the first 2 games, did he show just how important he is to this team tonight?
Yeah, he is what he is, one of the best players in the division. I feel really, really fortunate to have him at our club and really enjoy working with him. I thought his performance tonight, scores the first goal, however it is into the game, was one of a number of outstanding individual performances. Like I said, we're keen to be different here than what we have been. I don't think over my time at the club in those first 2 seasons we've done enough at home, and there's tweaks that we've made to that. It's never always as easy as shape and systems. It's about personality that we wanted to show on Saturday and did in parts, but didn't get a goal to show for it. We've always been really good here when we go 1-0 up. I love it when we get turned. I love going towards the Harry Mack in the first half. I know that's not popular, but always do. And when we go 1-0 up here, often we've gone to score a second. So pleased with his performance. Thought Charlie Caton took his goal really well. Something we work on, but it's a terrific header. So very, very pleased. We've got a good group of players. I recognise where prolonged run of forms, and you can't always just keep coming and addressing that, and you can't always say the right thing for everyone after each game. I've probably got better over time at being a little bit more focused and less reactive, and not really to take on stuff from the outside. But people quite rightly will be disappointed when a club the size of ours loses the first 2 games of the season without scoring, when we disappoint the way we did at the back end of last year. I'll never hide from that. Never ever sent anyone else to come out and stand and talk for me or talk for the group. But it's just important that we recognise that, noise about us around title favourites and with this, it's never come from us. This is a league with Scunthorpe United. We're a massive championship club. To have full-time sides of Kings Lynn and Kidderminster, South Shields, and then have some big clubs. What Radcliffe did to that league last season to demolish it, to come up, and then the likes of Brackley. We've had a tough start, and it doesn't get any easier. We go to Alfreton on Saturday, we know exactly what that's going to be. Scarborough come here. It's important that at times you can pay a bit too much attention to. There seems to be a market for these people now that produce these blogs and they get people to click and make a little bit of money off people's expense. They've never watched a game in the National League North. You telling me you can't even spell my name properly, and now we all need to pay attention, almost, and they have a reputation and people talk about in the game. Why do they tip us the way they do? Because we've got the most fans, they get the most interaction. Say nice things about us, people interact with you. I know where we're at, I know we can really challenge because we've got a terrific group, but it's important that first on the pitch we show what we showed tonight and what we tried to show on Saturday, and the supporters back the players. And I understand where frustrations come from, and people are quite right to like I say, voice that. I just hope tonight that they saw a team in their image, which this is a hard-working football club with a real passionate supporter base, and I hope they saw that on the pitch.
And Alfreton on Saturday, how important is it to try and keep tonight's momentum going into that one?
And that's why it's important. I'm a really emotional guy. It's my biggest weakness is really care about my work. Not because I've got a CH postcode and I've grown up at the club. Been here, I think it's 12 years now in different roles. It is a long time and seen a lot. Really passionate about my work and passionate as a coach, and hurts when things aren't great. And we've won one game. We've got 3 points. So I almost try at full time not to show that too much and go, right, the focus is on the next game. And we go to Alfreton, massive test, a side that finished above us last season, beat us comfortably here, and a place that gives you a particular type of test. It's important for me that we recognise that we're 3 games in for this group. I might be slightly longer, but this group and every player, where they've been here for a while, they're 3 games in, and they saw tonight the best of the football club, and I hope the supporters saw the best of them. We know how we're going to have to acquit ourselves on Saturday to give the best we can be, and that's going to be a tough test. And then Monday comes around, it's the bank holiday weekend, but we move on. There's still the opportunity to have a good start in terms of points returns, and that isn't just over the last 2 or 3 years. It's a chance over the opening 4 and 8 and 12. So I'm well aware that don't get carried away after tonight from my point of view, but the work will start very, very quickly on that Alfreton game, and we hope to reward those travelling supporters the way they've rewarded the home ones tonight.
Thank you, Caton.
Thank you.